Kochie is here, or is he is now renamed Kochie, thanks to our friend
Chappelle
Corby. Hey, buddy.
Didn't you love that? Hi, Kochie.
Hi, guys. Yeah, I think that sort of summed her up. I don't think I'd ever heard her speak before, that interview, so it was an eye-opener.
We've had her on a few times, and
she sounds like she's a little girl almost,
yes.
Chappelle, because she is quite fragile, very, very sweet. I feel for what she's been through. Yeah. She's, obviously had a lot of, I guess, mental illness when she was in prison. But, geez, we laughed when she said, have we got the audio, Kyle? Because we thought, doesn't everybody know it's Kochie?
Yeah, hang on. Here's Chappelle, and she's talking to Kochie and Sam, and that's the crazy bit. Roll the tape.
Chappelle, good morning to you. After what you've been through in your life, why the hell did you want to take part in SAS Australia?
Good morning, Kochie.
Good morning, Kochie.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. It is cute.
It is fun. But why would you do SAS Australia after what you've been through in your life?
Me too. I was feeling when they were putting the bag over her head and throwing her around.
Like, this is too much. She's going to have flashbacks.
That's what I thought. Too close to the truth.
Yeah.
Would
People
you ever
like
do
us.
it?
No way. Are you kidding? Would you do it?
No, never in a million years.
Never.
There's only a lot of failures on there, like Merrick and all these type of people on there that are. You think, well, you got nothing else to do. I get it.
Yeah.
But I've been watching it, and I thought, Jesus, there's no way I could survive 3 hours with these people screaming at you, and it's a great show. Channel 7
It's almost mesmerising, isn't it?
It is.
Like, what's going to happen next? Could I do it?
Yeah.
And the way
I know I can't.
The way it's been done, where it's a little bit raw and underproduced, is what makes it quite compelling and
you get
interesting.
asked to do weirdo shows like Dancing on Ice and all these celebrity shows.
I just say no.
Me too. I say no.
Go through the ones we've been asked to do.
Yeah.
I've been asked all of them. Well, I've been on Celebrity Big Brother, which was a huge mistake.
Okay.
Yeah. What about Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, that's been
Dancing with the Stars many times.
Would you want to be judged by Tom McKenny?
Never.
No, that would be my worst nightmare.
Even though I did drive past that park down in the eastern suburbs that time, and I was quite judgmental when I saw him down there.
Kyle.
I love Todd. Anyway, you do things once.
What about the Full Monty? Would you do the
been
Full
asked
Monty?
to do that too.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd pay top dollar to see your Vajutsi up there on the stage.
No.
What about you?
Never.
Never?
No, never been
Come
asked.
on.
Why would they ask me? You think they'd ask me?
Yeah, they would have thought they'd cast the net far and wide for that.
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. They always ask me to go on that. I say, no, thank you. I can't, never.
You can't eat spiders.
No, I don't want to eat spiders.
Rhinoceros poo or something like that. Yeah,
I think they want the ones that they know will be like a mess on there, which is why they keep asking me. So I think they know that I would just be.
You're easily
especially
rattled.
if there was cockroaches and spiders.
Do they pay a lot? To do that
depends.
Sort of stuff?
It depends. They can do.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they paid Warney like $2 million to go on the I'm a Celebrity thing.
Okay, well now I'd
No,
would you do it for $2 million?
They offered me $1 million to go on it. I said, no way. Not happening.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
pretty
interested.
good.
Right.
I got more money than that. I don't have to worry about that.
Well, Jackie, you've just moved into a pretty ritzy new neighbourhood.
Yeah.
Opposite my boss. So
Really?
you become
Opposite
neighbours.
your boss?
Michael Pell.
Oh,
lives around the corner
of
from
course.
you.
I know. We are yet to catch up. We keep meaning to. I said to him,
I do everything to avoid you hanging out with Michael Pell because that just could be a whole new world of stuff I'm not into.
It's down at that park you were... No.
Anything could happen with that bloke. I love it. He's a very genius kid, that guy.
Yeah, he is.
Well, not
He's a
even
good
a
bloke.
kid. He looks like a kid.
No. He's the same age as my second eldest daughter.
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah, he's a smart guy.
He is.
Yep, he's
What
had
did-
a long
Good guy.
career.
What did you think when you saw the TikTok rumour that you were probably a vampire because you have not aged one day since you started 18 years
I don't know
ago?
about this.
Yeah. My youngest daughter in London sent it to me and said, do you know this is going around on TikTok? And I went, what's it? Number one, I sent TikTok?
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah.
You thought it was the Kesha song?
Yeah.
And they're saying that you have not aged, so therefore you must be a vampire.
Must be a vampire.
I've got a bit here. Let me play a bit of audio for you. Hang on.
David Koch is a vampire. Here's a photo of David Koch earlier this year. Seems pretty reasonable. Here's a photo of David Koch 10 years ago. Looks exactly the same. He's 64, by the way, or so he says. Still don't believe me? Well, look up Koch Media. What did they make? Movies about vampires. And one little last thing, just to make you second guess yourself. He's the host of a show called Sunrise. What do vampires hate most?
Very clever.
Daytime
Until I
television
said
panel
I do
shows.
eat garlic.
Yeah.
So
What?
that was
That's
right.
funny.
Obviously,
God.
would you like to get on the record now and say, are you or are you not a vampire?
I can completely deny that I'm a vampire. I love sucking
What?
blood and
right.
Lib's face and
So
stuff
look at-
like that.
see Brooklyn's
But
face light up?
I
See-
only suck her face. That's it.
He only sucks face, Brooklyn. Sorry. So 18 years at Sunrise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're the original, and you're the only original, right?
Yes. Nat started soon after me.
Nat's a great newsreader.
Yeah.
She's terrific, but I was only meant to do it for 3 months, fill in for 3 months.
That's right.
That's right.
And you were so
and they
good.
said, "Can you keep going?" And sort of I went. Oh, they weren't offering much money, so I said, "Can I get a bonus if we get to number one?" They said no.
Did they?
And I went, why? And they said, because it'll never happen, and we don't want you to it to reduce your confidence, and so because you'll never achieve it. So no, and I said, look, I'm big enough and ugly enough to take this on, so just humour me, and so they did.
Oh,
Wow.
how long did it
Amazing.
take when you signed that contract from getting to number one?
18 months. So
Yeah, right.
it was
Very
Wow.
well done.
We did the same thing when we moved to breakfast radio.
They didn't think we'd
I
ever be number
remember.
one.
Yeah.
They never
because
thought.
you're 20 years.
That's
aren't
right,
you?
yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is even
so-
more-
Hang
I
on,
reckon-
did you steal our idea? No.
But it's a win-win situation when you say, okay, you can pay me X amount, but you're going to pay a huge amount if we go number one.
Yeah.
It's a win for them. It's a win for us.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
But at that stage, I think we were 5% of the other mob's audience.
Wow.
So it was
What a
big
great
gap
job you
to-
guys have done, really.
Yeah,
it's
now
been good fun. It's a good team.
you're hard to beat now. I mean, it's people have been trying.
Yeah, it fluctuates. The gap fluctuates every day in the media, like with you guys.
Yeah.
If the number two gets really close, it's a big deal. And
That's right.
It's
But it's not really a big deal.
No.
Unless
No.
number one's
It's day in,
toppled,
day
it's
out.
number one.
But the thing
Yeah.
with you guys is if they get really close, you only have a day to wait for the
Yes.
next result. We've
Exactly.
got 8 weeks of
Ridiculous.
sitting on yeah.
I know.
We're
I
just like,
know,
oh my
I
God,
know.
are they going to beat us on the next round?
Do you
Yeah.
get see if Jackie, and I know that you've had a couple of co-hosts over the years that
Yep.
moved on to different projects with Inside 7 or moved on altogether. I would be devastated if Jackie said to me, like 1 year in, 5 years, 20 years in,
Yep.
hey, I'm going to do something else.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be so dirty on her.
Would
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean?
Oh,
Yes.
good to
Sound like
know.
you're planning to.
Oh, that's nice.
I would be devastated.
Because like I spend more time with Sam and before that with Mel
Yeah.
than I do with Libby.
I know. Yeah,
Yes.
that'd be right.
Each day.
Yeah.
And we talk more to each other than,
Yeah.
than
It's
we
like
do
that.
to our spouses or partners or whatever.
Have you ever seen any of those co-hosts nude?
No.
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 No, we haven't
Question,
seen
though.
each other
Thanks for
nude.
throwing that one in.
I just
That's
wondered.
good.
Just
I was
wondered.
thinking, I can't pause here. I've just got to go, no.
Yeah.
I've never seen Jackie nude either.
Yeah, and I haven't seen Kyle nude.
I've seen her
No,
in
good.
Swimmers, and we've played Marco Polo and everything with each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Doctors and nurses.
Have you done that?
No.
Never played Marco Polo.
Never
With Sam Armitage.
Oh, you guys need to be young again. Live a little. How much fun is it playing Marco Polo?
Yeah,
Bet.
what you guys need to do is go up to Port Douglas, get on the drugs, play Marco Polo. Take a
I
leaf
can
out of
see
our
us
books.
doing that. We'll be down in Rich's horse sort of dipping pool
That's
and stuff
right,
like that
yeah.
down on the farm.
Do you socialise much with the sort of general Sunrise team we see on screen?
Not a lot because we spend so much time together.
At work, yeah.
And I've got a really close group of friends that I grew up with, our kids went to school with.
Right.
So, and I have a big family. So, and
Yeah.
we spend enough time with each other.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
So you want to do it with the family.
Yeah.
Hey, Kochie, we want you to stick around because we've got a little fun game to play for you next where it's
yes.
called Rate the Celeb Interviews.
Do I have to be honest?
You have to be honest.
Okay.
There's a new trend on
You're known for
TikTok
honest.
where waitresses rate the customers, the celebrity customers.
Right.
So this will probably make a TikTok video. So it does does need total honesty.
All right.
And then you'll rate them out of 10.
And I won't do it as a vampire.
No,
Yep,
he's
no.
doing it as the mortal Kochie.
Yeah.
18 years on Sunrise. He's on every morning from 5:30 on Channel 7. Back with us next. Here a Kiss. Kochie from Channel 7 Sunrise on with us this morning. Going to do Rate the Celebrity interviews. You've done a lot of interviews.
Yep, a lot of interviews.
A lot of interviews
All
over
right,
the years.
long answers or short answers, just snapshots?
I think just snapshots,
Okay.
and then at the end of that snapshot, you rate them out of 10.
That's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
All right.
Starting off with Justin Bieber.
Oh, good one.
3 was a brat.
Really?
But
Yeah.
now his latest single, Lonely, he sings about that time that he came on around that era. He was on Sunrise and said, I was a brat. I had no... when I first heard the song, I went, tell me, buddy, you were...
Okay, so go back to the brattiness. So you say he's a brat.
Yeah, he was back then.
What did
Yeah.
he do that was brattish like?
Oh, just a bit of a diva. One of our floor managers was positioning him for a song and just sort of very gently said, this is where you
Shuffled
stand for the
him,
best.
yep.
And he said, don't you dare touch me.
Yeah, I never
all that
understand
sort of stuff.
that. Yeah.
But that was the era that he sings about now. And by the look of it, he's sort of matured and grown
Yes.
up and is quite a good bloke now.
So his rating is
3.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
Yep.
Going next to Katy Perry.
The Katy.
Fun.
She's fun.
She is, I'd go a 9. She came on Sunrise, co-hosted with me.
Very capable young woman, right?
Oh, she's bright, she's effervescent, did the weather like no other person because getting through all the Australian names.
Isn't that crazy that she does the weather better than the weather guy does? That's not right?
Oh, not Sam Mac, no. But she is definitely an 8 or a 9. Talented, smart, quick-witted.
Yeah. Did you ever see the photo of her in Orlando on the paddleboard where Orlando had his willy out?
Yeah.
Quite the willy,
I
right?
heard about it. I didn't go searching for it.
Oh, you guys didn't put it up on the telly?
No. It was very much pixelated. It was a big pixelation.
Oh, huge
though,
amount of
so I couldn't-
pixelation on it. Yeah, huge
massive.
amount.
Well, I have to agree with you on Katy Perry. In the whole time that we've known her, from the very beginning of her career to now, she's never changed.
Ever.
And always been an absolute darling.
Yep.
Have you
Lovely.
interviewed Taylor Swift?
No.
Okay.
Not Taylor
Haven't
Swift.
you?
No.
Never.
No, no.
She's
never-
gorgeous. You'd love her.
She's, I've been to her concerts.
Yeah.
Go with my granddaughters.
She's so
and stuff like that.
tall
She's
and
lovely.
gorgeous and just
Yes.
And
yummy.
and just a great artist.
Yeah,
I must
amazing.
admit,
Yeah.
I prefer 1989 to the current album.
Oh, do
Yeah,
you?
same.
I think
Definitely.
Well,
this
there
one's
you
a
go.
bit-
Who would have thought
bit
Kochie's
slower.
going to be doing like a like a countdown sort
Yeah,
of?
yeah.
1989 was such a fun.
It was.
upbeat
So many great
album.
songs.
It was great.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
Molly Meldrum coming out.
It is. I know.
I love that.
Okay.
Ross D. Wiley, happening
Next-
71.
Next up is Michael Richards, who was Kramer in Seinfeld.
He was annoying and probably
he?
would have been a 4. I'm a huge Seinfeld fan.
Same.
Really look forward to interviewing him. And I thought, okay, because everyone wants him to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I fed him a line to be funny. And he was deadly serious. And I went, so he's being Michael Richards. So I did a serious line to him and he was funny.
Oh.
And I went, who are we interviewing here? Are we interviewing
Don't you hate
Michael
that when
Richards
you,
or Kramer?
when you
I
can't?
was confused.
When they don't, like, when you're doing an interview, you would expect everyone to be on their A game
That's
and
right.
give you what they want. They're there usually selling something, a show, a book, a
It's
movie, or
astounding
something.
how many don't give a shit. They really are.
They
Some
are
of them are so
so
over
annoying.
it. And you think, just don't bother then.
Exactly.
I'd rather no interview than this that you're giving me right
And
now.
how much money you get paid for doing the movie,
Yeah.
and part of it is to go and promote it.
Sure.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, moving
I
on.
usually throw them out and get into a fight. I've threatened to bash people before. Do you do that over at
No,
Sunrise?
don't threaten to bash people.
Oh, don't you?
I've cut people off. I've actually said, obviously, you don't want to be here. It's a waste of time for our viewers, and moved on.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
love
they're the
that.
bits I love. I
That's
love
so
those.
good. So what are we rating Michael Richards? A 3?
Yeah.
3 out
I
of
think.
10. David Duchovny. Kyle loves David Duchovny.
Do you find him a bit boring?
Well,
He doesn't. We're not talking real life. We're talking characters.
Oh, as a character.
As a character on Californication. Now, what a great character. The
Great
X-Files, great character.
So what's his deal in real life?
I'd do a 4 because he's just a bit boring. He's a bit too serious.
He is,
yeah. You know, when people start talking about their craft and their journey and film noir, and I'm lost.
Yeah,
me
too. I think snoring.
Okay,
over it.
Dame Julie Andrews.
Oh, 10. 10 out of 10.
Oh, it sounds like he's barring up over the oldies.
A lady.
You love her?
Gorgeous. I'm a massive Sound of Music fan, so I had high expectations, met her, and I fell in love.
And she was divine.
Oh, really?
Was she
First
lovely?
time was, it was Disneyland's 40th birthday or something, and we'd interviewed her on the show that morning, and we're over there for it. And then there was the red carpet announcement when we were sort of squeezed in between two of the big major American networks who didn't talk to us all afternoon, waiting for the stars to arrive.
Yeah.
And she was the ambassador for that Disney birthday.
Right.
She comes up the red carpet, looks over and goes, "Hello, Kochie, how are you?" And comes over for a
you
chat.
would have died.
And
the
these
other
two
networks
big
must have
American
thought,
networks are going,
who are you?
"Who the hell are you?"
Yeah,
And I just gave him the finger and went, "You beauty." So I've loved her
love
ever
that.
since.
Okay, Matt Damon.
Fantastic
Got to
bloke.
be high praise.
Fantastic
I
bloke.
agree.
He is
Fantastic bloke. An old mate of mine, who's sort of my relationship counsellor, Brian Abbott. He
Your
runs
relationship counsellor?
Yes, he's been a good friend,
Right.
and we go out as a group of blokes regularly. And he's really in touch with his feminine side, and he would give us tips on how to treat our wives and get on the good side, because I'm a bit blokish with it. And he goes, you know, most blokes say to a woman, "Jackie, I love that yellow top you've got on."
Yep.
And we would think that was good. A woman
is
would go, "Well, that's the bleeding obvious." If I went, "Jackie, I love your earrings, and I love how they match your nail polish."
Oh, very observant stuff.
Observant stuff.
Yeah,
that
right.
wins you massive
Is that
points
right?
going forward. And I've tried it on everyone from Jen Hawkins through to Lib. Not that that's the two extremes. And always it impresses the ladies. So
Well, hell, let me try it on Jackie now. Jackie, I love the way your bosom, the underwire of your bosom looks in that top. That's details, Kochie.
no, that's a bit
I love how
tacky,
we
the
can
detail,
see
though.
your nipple through the material of that. No,
All right,
no.
I'll
well,
hook you up with Brian.
Okay,
'cause
please.
You need lessons.
Yeah, I need lessons
You need
now.
lessons.
So, can I
Anyhow,
ask
I
what
went-
that has to do with Matt Damon?
I walked into Matt Damon's interview, sat down with him, and he goes, "Gee, I love your boots." And I went, no, straight.
he knows the
What are
trick.
they? R.M. Williams. Oh, where do you get them from? And it was so he was just absolutely charming.
He
normal.
is.
He's a great guy.
And
is
every
great guy.
question, you could feel like you've just spurted out the
know.
dumbest question,
Yep.
and he'll make you feel great about it and
Yep.
give you a great answer no matter
I
what.
wouldn't know about that. My questions are always good.
Sometimes you
About
throw a
his
question out
nipples.
where you go, that was lame. Okay, moving on to Chris. What are we rating Matt Damon out of 10?
10.
10 out of
Wow.
10.
Julie.
Okay.
Okay, Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth, because don't forget, we've been interviewing him way back from
Yes,
his Home and Away
Home and
days.
Away.
That's right.
and
Of
the
course.
whole
Started
thing.
Yeah.
at 7.
So, look, Chris has got to be a 9. Great bloke. His voice seems to have got deeper, though, recently in the last couple of years. It might be the Hollywood impact, but always a terrific fella.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super nice family.
So, yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is what I
9.
wanted to ask you about, because I think you had her on and we had her on at the same
Oh,
time.
who?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh,
Ah,
Now, what did
She
you
was
think of
great
Jamie
with
Lee?
us.
wow.
she was fabulous.
I thought so too, but then, see, the thing
so
is...
natural.
Yeah, and
yeah.
so
I liked that.
great. Kyle loved her, and then I told her that Kyle was a Trump supporter.
Oh, well, she
She
turned
did
on a
not like
dime,
that.
Kochie. Turned on a dime. Really went me hard.
Really?
She got
Yes,
angry,
did.
didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Stood up, got
It was
angry,
fantastic.
walked out.
It was so
No.
good. She
Yeah.
didn't. No, she didn't. She,
terrible.
no, she didn't. She just gave it to him, and then at the end of the interview, when we were
Oh,
all
that's
saying
right.
goodbye, she was like,
She gave me the look of
The
death.
look of
you know, the look
I'm
of
not
death.
even going to come and hug you. You're on my bad list.
Isn't that the problem with America at the moment?
They are
no
very
one
divided.
Can say,
No.
don't agree with you, but hey,
Whatever. Yeah.
whatever.
That's right. It's
Okay.
crazy.
Hugh Jackman.
Fantastic. I reckon he could do Sunrise. He would want to do Sunrise, except it doesn't pay as much. He is a natural.
Oh, God, imagine.
and anything he does.
He's amazing, right? He can do anything
that's right.
at all.
My only problem was Lib and I were up at a resort for a weekend, and he was up there training for
Wolverine or something?
Wolverine. So I'm swimming in the pool, and he's having his poached chicken and salad and just come back from a 20k run.
The rippling body and everything.
85 push-ups and dives in the pool. Well, I had
God.
to get out because everyone's going gaga. Comes up to Lib, hi Lib, gives her a kiss, and well, Lib didn't give a shit about me.
And then Liv's looking at you and thinking, God, I married the wrong bloke.
Exactly right.
That's not right.
So despite that, he would be a 10.
He'd be a 10. Last one, Harrison Ford.
Okay, he
Wow.
would be a 2.
Same.
Yes.
Same.
Yes.
He is one of those grumpy blokes that we were talking about before, and he and Diana Krall, the Elvis Costello's wife, the pianist,
Right.
are the two that I've said, obviously you don't want to be here. You're wasting all our time.
So
and
you
our
said
viewers'
that to
time.
Harrison Ford?
And we finished the interview.
I mean, how did he respond to that?
Well, you couldn't tell because he had a grumpy face the whole
The
interview.
whole
So-
time. Were
so
you
he didn't
doing
change.
satellite or was he in
satellite.
front?
Yeah.
Right, because we went to his hotel room
Oh,
to do
same
that.
vibe. Yeah, same vibe.
Isn't he?
He didn't want to talk.
And I felt he was sitting in a very inappropriate way. Like, so he
What,
had...
manspreading?
That's right.
Well,
yes.
yeah, major man spreading.
In fawn
in
trousers.
my direction.
Well, you can see the shape of his
But
testicles.
I'd never seen a guy's legs so... One was hoiked up on the arm of the lounge and the other was heading towards the other armrest.
Yeah, it was like he was being pulled apart by two cows.
Who's he married to? Calista Flockhart.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Poor her. I kept thinking.
Well, I know. So what do we
What a
rate
blind life.
Harrison?
2.
2.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
there you
2.
go.
Grumpy.
So
Yeah.
the best out of that was Matt Damon, Dame Julie Andrews, Hugh Jackman.
Yes.
The
Yep.
worst, Justin Bieber, Harrison Ford.
Yep.
I don't have any problems with Bieber.
And Michael Richards.
Bieber strangled me the first time we did the interview face to face, but I was in the middle of interviewing. We were interviewing Michael Clark at an outside broadcast.
Well, you were there at Bieber Island.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
He
You
was
were
great
there.
at Bieber Island.
Bieber Island, he
shooting.
was good.
See, he got because he's been on the show 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So he has got better as he's matured.
So when he was younger, and he
yeah.
probably
Just
was
that
going
first
through all
time.
that, who knows, pushed left,
and
right, and
that's
centre.
what his song's about.
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
had no one to talk to, is being pushed around the world, and now look back on it,
Killing
was
it.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
And now he's so much better.
Well, the congratulations for 18 years.
Thank you, sir.
It's to be celebrated, I think.
Definitely in this industry.
And where's
And
the
not
where's
many knives in the back.
no?
So it's
Well,
good.
not
That's
that you
right.
know of.
Have you heard of any, Jackie?
Oh, yeah, I've heard heaps.
Have you? God, see, I've probably got more. Who's had more knives in their back, me or Kochie? I reckon me.
Kyle.
Yeah,
Totally.
Kyle, you by a long way.
I do
You're
say a
long
few
way.
things that
Sometimes
questionable.
you put your back up though
Yeah,
and
yeah.
go, hey, throw a knife in
Yeah,
it.
that's right. Yeah, I do that. I do that. Well, say hi to Sam for
Yeah,
us.
we will.
Yeah,
We
and
love
that-
Sam.
Yeah, she's terrific. She's got crook parents at the
Has
moment.
she?
They're going for a tough time with
Oh,
health
man,
issues.
that's
Oh,
so
that's
good.
both of them.
Yeah, which is really
Oh,
sort of
that's sad.
unfortunate.
Or
She's still got
Cinderella.
that
Yeah, I will.
fiance. She's still got the fiance.
Yeah, Richard.
Yeah, that's put a
still
pep in her
going
step.
well.
I've noticed on
Yes.
TV.
It's what, sorry?
Put a pep in her step.
It has, a step and other things.
She
So it's
definitely,
been
you
good.
can tell there's a change. There's a shift.
Oh,
She's happier.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's in love and it's,
I
we're
love
all
that.
sort of romantic.
Let's just all close our eyes for a moment. Imagine what Sam's doing, on a Saturday night, 11 p.m. Let's close our eyes. I've got her asleep. What have you guys got her doing?
I've got a red wine in my hand.
Have
I
you?
think she's
What
drinking.
have you got in her hand, Kochie?
I've Banjo's head in her lap.
Who's that? Is that
A
the
glass of
husband?
pub. No,
Oh, right.
that's the dog.
Oh, Jesus.
I was wondering who
my
Banjo
mistake,
was.
my mistake.
I thought it was a horse.
I was like, lucky Banjo.
For you too.
Okay, we'll let Kochie go.
Yes,
All right,
okay,
guys,
go.
good to see you. Thanks for having
Kochie
me.
on this morning. Sunrise weekdays 5:30 every day on Channel 7.
Kyle and Jackie O Show.